So congratulations once again to the Flying Eagles. They've qualified for the semi-finals of the CAF Under-20 AFCON and, of course, booked a place at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Poland. So they're making a return to the competition. So let's take a look at the Group A results once again. Niger lost to Nigeria by a single goal, while South Africa did the job against Burundi. So the Flying Eagles topped the Group A table with 7 points, South Africa with 5, Niger with 2, and Burundi with 1. On the Friday, I spoke to Coach John Obu yesterday. Of course, you know, he's been there, done that with youth football. And he says we shouldn't put pressure on this team. We should see them get better one step at a time. Are you seeing them getting better as you watch them?
Yeah, I think so. From the first game against Burundi, I think I was a bit impressed with the way they played. Even when the goals were not coming, you could see the intention, you could see the plan, and they kept to it. And eventually the goals came, and then they won the match. A bit about South Africa, I was a bit disappointed because it was as if they got jittery. They were expecting that they would win the South African game and they would have nicked the World Cup ticket, and I think that got to them, and so they were a bit careless with their, especially going forward. But against Niger, I think they were a lot calmer. Even though the goal came off the error by the goalkeeper, I don't know what that young man was thinking, but you expect that at this level, really. Yeah. You expect that at this level. So for me, I think I've seen growth in this team over these last 3 games. But I think really moving forward, especially going to the World Cup, we need to improve, we need to get better. But I also feel that at this level, we need to take off the pressure. Yeah. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said we must get to a point in this country where we turn youth football to what it ought to be, where we discover and develop talent.
At this stage, these boys, they now love winning. Yeah. You can see when they play South Africa, they didn't like the way that result ended, you know. So what do you expect from them going forward?
For me, my target for this team, really, to be honest with you, is what they've gotten, the World Cup ticket. Every other thing for me is a bonus. I would like them to get to the final because this is what that does for you at this level. If they get to the final and if eventually they win the title, it helps their confidence going into the World Cup. For me, that's the only thing they could add to what they've done. Other than that, I think anything at this level, I would take it. In the next game, lose or win, I want to see an improvement from what I saw today.
Yeah, so that we can spot players.
So we can spot players.
Oh, this guy did this.
Yeah, and it helps the coach. It helps them to make better decisions going into the World Cup. Just like I said, we need to improve going into the World Cup. This is the African level. But going to the World Cup, you're going to need top-notch opposition, players that have trained under the best of facilities. In world football. And then we also have to start looking at.
And when you say players that have trained with best of facilities, you're looking for trouble, because that has been one problem that we suffer for youth development. We don't have, in fact, not just the facilities, we don't have enough programs that can empower them, keep them busy. We always wait for competitions such as this, and that's not good enough.
Austin, the thing is, when it comes to age-grade competition, not just football, sport generally, the only thing we have is our talent. That's it. That's it. In terms of planning, in terms of programs, in terms of logistics, in terms of facilities, we don't have any. Really, let's be honest with ourselves. And that's why at this level, sometimes, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to the World Cup and you see, out of the 22 that will be going, you probably will get a 15 from foreign clubs. You might not be shocked, because we've done that before. We've done that before when it comes to the World Cup. So that's when we discover that some of these players are a bit behind because of their knowledge of the game, the facilities and all that. And that's quite sad. But the truth is, over the years we've had this challenge. What have we done to solve it?
And that way you can't assess progress.
You can't.
You can't assess progress because we've seen this player, particularly that persons on social media have been saying since this competition started that they were expecting the bulk of it to be from the previous under-17.
Thank you.
Progression.
Thank you.
You know, but we know why. And I'm saying that, particularly to the Nigeria Football Federation, do they necessarily need to play football when the window is not open? Why can't we have empowerment programs? Why can't we have capacity building programs? So these guys can sit together, somebody talks to them. It's not about building them mentally.
You build mentally, you build character, you build a lot of things. I said it earlier when we were talking about the match of the legends. I said, it's not just about the talent to play the sports, whatever sports you do. You must build character. At this level, when we talk about building young stars, it's the word build. That's the key word. It's about, the talent is natural. The coaches will only had a bit here and brush off the rough edges. But then there is so much that comes into the package of a superstar that goes beyond. Are we even concerned about the health conditions of those players? What's the state of their health? What do we need to take care of? How many of them from this competition will come back with one knock or the other year? Do we really care about that? Because we've seen youngsters go for the African Championship and then they couldn't make the World Cup. Why? Because they're carrying one form of injury or the other. Nobody really cares until they get to camp and then you discover that.
We really need to do more. Wish the Flying Eagles all the best. Senegal, they were the first team to clinch the World Cup tickets in Niger. They will meet South Africa in the first semi-final match at the Under-20 AFCON, while Nigeria will meet the winner between Ghana and Mali. So that's the Group A table right there. The Flying Eagles sitting comfortable, and I love the sort of competition they've faced so far. South Africa pushed them. Yeah. Niger pushed further. So when you're being tested and you don't concede, it's a good show of character.
It is. Yeah. It is, and they're going to have a bigger test, either Mali or Ghana, because at this level, these are the two nations that compete against us favorably. They also at this level they are pretty strong, and so I see them having a bigger test against Ghana or Mali.
Which one do you want?
For me, I would rather prefer Mali. Anything against Ghana on the African continent, it's a different kettle of fish entirely.
I understand.
I will take Mali.
I have to ask you that.
I will take Mali.
So Senegal, they've already qualified and they're doing so well at the under-20 level. So Damilola says he will take Mali.
Mali, yeah.
So right now, I'm sure Nigerians. Let me take that to social media and ask you guys: would you rather meet for the Flying Eagles at the Under-20 AFCON, Ghana or Mali? Let's get that conversation. Let's get that conversation going. Before we leave this Under-20 AFCON, let me also find out what you guys are saying. Tari Haruwe makes me laugh. It says, I was asking you, Austin, yesterday if you were scared. No, I wasn't scared. I moderate the show. I need to talk to the guys. I said, you did not respond. Maybe I read that tweet, but I couldn't say anything. I said the boys will qualify. They just need to calm down because I saw their determination, and that's why I tweeted earlier that what they needed is more playing time. And you ended with up Flying Eagles. I know Nigerian football fans, when your team is doing so well, I know, because I know what some other person said when they drew against South Africa. But I love the fact that we're happy now. Net Blaster says, congratulations to the Flying Eagles for their resolute performance. I love that word you use. Resolute performance against the host Niger today. So happy now we have secured the World Cup spot. Let's now garnish it with the final and the trophy. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Nigerians will always want more. But it will be good. It will be good for their confidence.
It
will be good for the coach to assess the team, and then, dot the I's and cross the T's.
And it's also a bit of a test of character for them as well. Especially, most Nigerians might not like this, but I'm hoping that at some point they will go behind. And let's see how they will come back from the brink of defeat. It's also part of what you test at this level.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get on with the show now. More good wishes you guys are sending to the Flying Eagles. Keep it coming. Adebayo Ogbadebo says, congratulations to the team. Victor Chukwuemeka says, congratulations, boys. You are all on the path for greatness. So don't blink. Stay focused. Keep doing what you're doing. Nigerians are behind you now. Yeah, so let's see what Coach Paul Aigbogo and his team can do. Can they keep the momentum going? Can they go on to win the trophy? Most importantly, it's the big one, the World Cup. Nigeria missed out of the last edition in South Korea. Let's see what this team can do in Poland. So the work starts now. The NFF knows that they are going to the World Cup. Don't wait till they come back. We should sit down now, start putting down what we need for a proper preparation plans before they go to the World Cup.
And the focus on the Super Eagles and the AFCON should not hamper the preparation for this team. Because really,
and the Women's World
Cup. Because really, if that happens, it also means that your Super Eagles in 2-3 years from now will not have a future. Because this team should be the bedrock of the next generation of Super Eagles. After they have AFCON, you probably expect 1 or 2 Super Eagles players to probably also retire. And so the next pool of replacement should come from this team. Because from this team, we should be talking about the next Olympics. And from that next Olympics, the next generation of Super Eagles players will come.
I totally agree with that analysis. So it's over to you guys at the Nigeria Football Federation. The players, they've done their bits. So we have to do our part to make sure that they stay on a winning path.